All right. I want to talk to y'all, baby mamas, baby daddies, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, if you in a relationship, period. Mainly if the kids is involved. Okay, so why are y'all staying together if y'all not happy? Don't y'all know y'all are hurting them kids? Like, I grew up the same way. My mom and dad stayed together for years and years, and it was toxic. It was a toxic environment. And not that it was my parents' fault, they've been domesticated and socially influenced that way to stay together and make it work for the kids. And, it's just what we was brought up to think. And I never did. Of course, I got 3 baby daddies. I'm not going to sit here and allow you to treat me like shit. I'm just not going to do it. And that's where a lot of parents fail at, and it's not that we fail. We think we doing what's good, staying with our baby mama, our baby daddy, because we want the kid to grow up in a healthy environment. So we think it's healthy because we're together. How is that healthy? Y'all don't even like each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you with your baby mama or your baby daddy, and y'all can't get along for shit. Because you ain't supposed to be together. Not at that moment anyway. But y'all want to argue and you want to fight. And I don't care. Y'all go upstairs in the bedroom or in the basement in the bedroom and shut the door. You go out to your car and you argue, or you go to the store and you argue with them and blah, blah, blah. And you come in the house and you try to act like everything's cool. Man, you think our kids are dumb? Our kids are smarter than us. They feel it. Their intuition ain't been as, damaged as ours has. So they feel what's going on. They know, they feel the tension. They just know. And then us parents will make these sly comments as soon as the other parent walk out the room or leave out the door. That no good. Don't talk to my kid like that. But the other parent doing the same thing. Soon as the other parent walk out the room or leave, making the sly comments. Kids hear it all. They know. And I'm not knocking y'all because I've done it. I wasn't realize I wasn't doing it to the children, saying it to the kids, but just talking to my friends or, whatever. The kids hear it. Kids don't need to hear you bashing their parents. Not saying you should lie for the parent, and be honest with your kid. That way your kid ain't blaming you or blaming themselves or whatnot. Be honest. Don't be all sharp tongued with it. Be sensitive, have some compassion for your child and tell them what's really going on. Because they need to know this. That way they don't grow up with traumas of, well, why this? Well, why that? Because they know. Because their parents was real with them and honest with them. Because that's what you're supposed to do. You got to be real and honest with your kids because they know anyway. And then they feel like you're hiding shit because you didn't tell them. So let's not try to do it. But back to being with the parent or your baby daddy, baby mama. Okay, if you living in a unhappy environment, a toxic environment, your kids are absorbing all that. How you expect your kid to be loving if they're never in a loving environment? How? No. You know what I'm saying? Show your kid you're supposed to be happy. If this man or this woman ain't making you happy, then you leave the situation if y'all can't work it out towards a positive. Because if you're trying to work it out and it's going more towards a negative than the positive, it's time to stop, baby. It's time to stop. It's time to regroup, get yourself together, be individually independent. That way you don't feel like you're stuck in a relationship. Because I know a lot of baby dads and baby moms who are husband, wife, whatever, that stay in a relationship because they feel like they can't make it out here on their own. But that's just negative thinking and self-doubt and insecure. No, honey, you can do it. If I can do it, I have been homeless, on drugs. I've been locked up. I've lost it all. I've been down. I've been further than the mud. I've been paved over with concrete. But I, like that dandelion, I still rose up out them cracks of that concrete, baby. And I'm standing tall, without nobody, just me. Because I'm not going to sit here and argue with somebody every day and jeopardize my mental health and my happiness. I ain't sacrificing no happiness. Y'all know that anyway. I'm not going to do it. And I don't want nobody else to do it. Don't feel obligated. If you feel like you ain't got a talent, you can't take care of your kids, you don't know what you're going to do for money, whatever, and you're a stay-at-home mom, well, then you need to be up here figuring out what steps you need to take to be independent. What do you need to do? Do you need to learn you a skill? Do you need to get you a job part-time for now to save up your money, to get you a car, to be able to move out? I don't care if you got to go sign up on Section 8. I don't care if you've got to go stay with your mom for a little bit till you get it together. And it goes same for the men. You cannot jeopardize your happiness, because you're not just jeopardizing your happiness. And I keep saying jeopardizing your happiness in every video because it's so important. If you love your kids and your spouses and unconditionally, you're going to do what's best for them. Okay. And what's best for them is to be in a loving and happy environment. So you got to take them out of that, baby. You got to. If you do not, here's what's going to happen. Your kid going to be unhappy. Your kid going to be depressed. Your kid going to be domesticated and socially influenced by your actions. You have taught your child to stick around with a man that don't respect you, that don't make you happy, or whatever the situation may be. You're teaching your kids that, and then you're depressed and you're sad and you're unhappy and you got a smart mouth and you got a bad attitude and you're negative. Well, guess what? Your kid is picking up them traits. You're influencing on your child, and when they get older, that's more trauma that they going to have to deal with in order for them to be happy. And that's not cool. And I'm not saying I'm perfect. I did it to my kids, and I didn't stay in many relationships very long, unhappy. Don't get me wrong. But my negative thinking and my smart mouth and all that influenced on my kids, and we've had to deal with that. And we're still dealing with that. But that's okay, because I got up out of that. Ain't nothing wrong with not doing what's right if you didn't know it wasn't right. But if you know it's not right, you got to change it, because you're going to be even more miserable, and then you start feeling sorry for yourself and No, you don't have to sit back and feel sorry for yourself about nothing. You just got to stand up and do whatever it takes to be happy so that your children are happy. Man, we got to get it together as parents out here. We cannot keep teaching our kids negative patterns, karmic cycles, because we go through we in a negative pattern in a karmic cycle. When our kids get teenagers and young adults, they're going to have them same karmic patterns. And if we don't break the chain before they stepping into it, then that's something we don't put on our kid. And I feel bad for the shit I put on my kids. I do. That's why every day I struggle to be more positive and do the right thing. If you ain't happy, baby, you got to get out of that relationship for them kids. Trust me, in the long run, it will be worth it.